out a bunch of numbers. This number, that number. Watch the game, and you'll see how we got better.
Hold on, J.
I don't watch the Eagles. Y'all know I don't watch the Eagles, right?
But then how can you talk about that?
No,
that's cap.
Like, how can you talk about
Wait a minute. I do not watch y'all, right?
I don't watch hockey, so I don't talk about hockey.
But I go off what you guys say.
Okay.
Fair question, y'all, because like I know AJ Brown wore the hat. Salute to him. That was big, you know what I'm saying, wearing the hat.
That is dope.
Did y'all give a damn about AJ Brown until he came an Eagle? Because we done
we knew his body of work.
No.
Who he was.
I'm saying because we did a lot of these shows. We're talking about wide receivers and top 10s. I just never heard y'all mention.
Hold up.
Why would we? He didn't play for us. Why would we?
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right.
Why would we? What we supposed to run around and talk about anything else?
So when y'all was
how much was you talking about Amari Cooper before he became a Cowboy?
Yeah, I always thought he was a Raider.
Oh yeah,
you watch the Raiders, but you don't watch the Eagles. This guy wild. This guy is wild.
Y'all over here lying, yo.
This dude is wild, man.
I live in Kansas City.
Wow, bro.
Step back and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17th.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know, man, that this video was brought to you by the Print Champs. All the merchandise is there. Make sure you tap in, man. Hurt season hats, shirts, hoodies, everything, man. Stamp of approval. Everything is on the website. They still jumping out the gym, but you know what I do. I make sure it's always enough. You know, beanies available too, and I'm just dropping waiting for mine as we speak. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Sunday Night Football, Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, you can do keys to victory all you want, but I think the game plan to beating these guys is pretty simple. But before we get into the meat and potatoes about that, let's talk about some of the, you know, some of the already bickering that we have going on right now. Let's talk about, you know, some of the stuff that's being said by two Hall of Fame Eagles offensive linemen. We're going to start with Jason Peters and my thoughts on this. I really didn't give my thoughts on this. A lot of people have been asking. So Jason Peters, they asked him about the Philly crowd or something like that, per some source, something like that. I just know Philly fans are effing idiots when it comes to camaraderie and the Cowboys. Any team, really. They know that. They pride themselves on being nasty. Philly fans are the wildest fans out here. You was our guy. You know what I mean? So I don't got nothing bad to say about you. You know, like I said, I'm giving you your flowers. I know that you a Hall of Fame talent. You brought a lot to the table. But at the same time, bro, the only thing you should be saying about Philly fans is how great we've been to you. You know what I'm saying? You come on, man. Come on. Once you do stuff like that, you on the other side to me, bro. You on the other side to me. You got to talk about how great we've been to you. You know what I mean? Extending you, keeping you around for a long time because we saw the value that you had. We knew you was over the hill. Jason Peters. I remember that when you hurt yourself against Washington. I was there. I'll be outside. So you talking to a guy who knows how much the fan base embraced you. So you should be having a little more respect for those fans that went out and bought your jersey and came out and cheered for you for a lot of years in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? If you want to call a spade 2017, you really ain't had no hand in that. You know what I mean? You ain't had no hand in that. You got hurt middle of the season and we went on without you. That's the facts of the matter. But then you got, you know, Jason Kelce, who understands a little more. Jason Kelce, straight shot at the Cowboys fan base. Two polar opposites. He says this on WIP. Philly's an extremely localized, diehard fan base that's authentic to all of them growing up together in this community. Most of the Cowboys fan base is built on commercialism and pop culture, Lakers/Yankees type of fans. And that's true. They can act like that ain't the case all they want, man. A lot of people are Cowboys fans because it's popular to be Cowboys fans because you could talk about past success. It's nothing built together from a lot of them guys. A lot of these guys running around watching the Raiders and Amari Cooper according to them. You know, a lot of these guys, come on, man. A lot of these guys claim that they don't even watch NFC East football. It's all about being a popular team because of other things that don't got nothing to do with football. I don't want to hear about your Forbes list, your revenue shares. How does your team have the community come together? And that's just what it is. That's what makes it different in Philly. You know what I mean? let's talk about this matchup and how the Philadelphia Eagles should be able to beat the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you want to talk about, let's talk about the defensive side of the ball first. I think the plan is so simple. Jonathan Gannon shouldn't even have to overlook this one. Listen, Cooper Rush and the offense of the Dallas Cowboys put up 10 points against the Rams. The Rams are not as talented as we are on the defensive side of the ball this year. I don't care if you got Jalen Ramsey. I don't care if you got Aaron Donald. They got big names that people respect around the league. But in terms of being a complete and talented football team, the Philadelphia Eagles are top dogs. And you top discussions on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? The proof is in the pudding. You know what I mean? This dude, Cooper Rush, is not a starting quarterback. Cooper Rush is not somebody we should be afraid of beating us with the ball. We got guys that we paid to be able to exercise while we paid them in games like this. Leave Slade one-on-one with whoever. Leave Bradbury one-on-one with whoever. Let Epps, let C.J. Gardner-Johnson, let those dudes go out there and deny these guys the ball. Make Cooper Rush have to beat you with his arm. And you absolutely sell out on stopping the run. The only chance for the Dallas Cowboys to put points up in this game, in my opinion, as it stands right now, a couple of days before the game, Friday, is that they got to get off to a hot start running the ball. If they can't run the ball, they don't have a snowball's chance in hell. Being as though we all know that, we should absolutely be planning to sell out on making sure Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott are kept in check. That's it. The only team that's really been able to gash us on the ground is guys with running quarterbacks, so that gives us something else we got to think about. In the first game of the season, Swift probably one of the best running backs we played against this season, with the exception of Dalvin Cook, I'm guessing. But it is what it is. Sell out. Sell out. Sell out on stopping the run. Make Cooper Rush beat you at home. He ain't gonna even be able to hear the snap count. I anticipate false starts. I anticipate us putting them in uncomfortable situations to where they have to throw the ball, and that is how we will take over this game and win this game. We're going to make them make mistakes. We're going to make them have to press the issue. It's not on us to press the issue. We're the superior team. That's the bottom line. But we're not going to sit here and act like we don't have to be mindful of a few things on the offensive side of the ball. The Dallas Cowboys have a good defense. A good defense. It is what it is. We're not going to lie about that. It don't even matter who they played. They've displayed the ability to be good against everybody that they played. You got to worry about where Micah Parsons is lined up. Now, if you're on Lane Johnson's side, that's what Lane there for. Lane ain't give up a sack in 2 years. What they're going to do is move him around. That's what they do. They're going to move him to the other side, and you got to make sure that you don't have an empty backfield. You cannot afford to play empty backfield a lot against these guys. You know, I mean, a quick game can really, knock them off, but you got to know what you're looking at if you're Jalen Hurts. Because sometimes they line Micah Parsons up and he don't come. He drop in coverage. Force him to be a coverage guy. Force him to be a coverage guy. That's your best advantage, because I'm not going to say he can't cover, but he ain't as effective covering as he is coming off the line of scrimmage, rushing at your quarterback in a 3rd and long situation. The Philadelphia Eagles have to make sure that they avoid 3rd and longs. Avoid 3rd and longs at all costs, because this team is waiting to be able to pin their ears back and get us off the field. But we're number 1 in 3 and outs. We got the same ability to do to them what they want to do to us. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. The defensive game, Gannon's job is easy. Easy, Gannon's job. Easy. The offense are the ones that have to make adjustments according to what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do. The Dallas Cowboys offense is limited. They only could do so much to us. Our offense has to put up points. Our offense has to score. I think 24 points is enough to win this game. You know what I mean? If you blow them out, you blow them out. But the goal for me is to get to 24 points. I don't care if you get there by half or whatever. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to take care of business 28-13. Let me know what you think in the comments.